Hello, and welcome to Pillars of Eternity. Last time we killed that vampire creature, and now we're gonna move on forth. Itumak,
Quietly now.
there might still be skeletons that need to be killed. Why don't you invite them to play? Alright,
Hey,
I'll bite. Why not shoot
Leave
him
it
with
to
the
me.
crossbow? Keep running.
hey,
Just wait,
leave
and
it to
shoot
me.
him down. Excellent, Itumak. Take him. Everyone, focus fire. Bizarre. Paralyze him. Perfect.
That's for my friends.
Take him down.
That one hit true.
Indeed it did. Alright. Take up their flesh. Attack this little wizard right there.
Settle.
Well, that teleportation actually helped me this time. What do you know? It's a gun, he shot him. Good. Anything else? I know there was another wizard somewhere, right there.
Settle.
Simple enough. Any secrets near the throne?
Laying low.
Doesn't seem like it. Thick rust-red veins of that Adra worm their way through the statue's wrist and into the darkness beyond. Yeah, we know it's darkness, but we could probably go there. I mean, is the structure not safe to walk on? Thick copper veins run beneath the outer surface, providing a skeletal framework that produces like bones from rotten flesh.
I'll take a.
Everyone, move here. Okay. Itumak, let's see if there's a vampire here as well. Ooh. Adra box.
Of course.
Stay there.
All right then.
Alright, focus.
Very helpful.
Hey,
I'm here.
I'm blinder than a portal.
Good boy. You. Retreat.
Settle. That one.
Good
hit
enough.
True.
Run, everyone. Still want Itumak.
Hey,
Right? Over here, everyone. Hurry, Itumak.
Yes.
You seriously had to miss there. Try again. Itmak, stay there.
Yes.
Excellent. So,
Dead on. Yes.
Die! Hey,
not even a scratch, that's what I was aiming for. You alright, Itmak? Yeah, he's fine.
laying low.
Alrighty. We still need to purchase some camp equipment. Keep
Yes.
run.
Yes.
Keep
Yeah.
running. There we go.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Paralyze him.
Yeah? I'll chew the gristle off your skull!
Good. Now finish him off before he wakes up. In 3 seconds. Good hit, Sagani. Good hit indeed. Was that it? Was that all of them? Okay, should I go downstairs? If I get ambushed, I may not be able to take him on. I mean, I am too low of a level for this dungeon, I think. Need to be at least level 10, and I'm level 7 if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look. Yeah, almost level 8. Halfway through, level 7. Doesn't matter. Can get ambushed. What is this? These Adver has turned to shite. Chris. Entire sections of it have crumbled away from the walls and ceiling. Okay, automatic. Oh, okay. Why don't you take him out and try
Yes.
to paralyze him? And
That
that
didn't work! You need to try something else!
doesn't matter. It'll only stop you from moving, not attacking.
This thing isn't doing the job.
I'm here.
Good work, Sagani. How long? 8 seconds. Yeah, you can move.
I'll see what I can find.
Okay, let's check a look at this. Cool. Maybe the enemies in this area won't be as tough. Actually, can we
I'll
unlock this?
tinker with
Oh my
that.
lord.
What could go wrong? I'll tinker with that. I can do that. I'll tinker with that. What?
Okay, yeah. Seems like I am too low of a level. I need some mechanical skills. Charming. Okay. I was about to say, are those spikes? And we might return later. That's level 9. It's a lot of crystals right there. Mechanics.
I can do that.
Lockpick. 4. Difficulty. 11, 12 and 13. Difficulty 12. Don't know what that means. I am going to assume actually
Need something?
No.
I'll tinker with that. What could go wrong?
Okay, let's get out of here. We still have quests to do, and honestly, spending the night in this cave is not my idea of fun. No, actually the stairs are right over there. We do not need to rest. We can simply go somewhere else. Yeah, I should have actually noticed the bridge. I mean, I did notice it, I just didn't think about it. Anyway. So you're supposed to be holding something in one hand and something else in the other, right? Anyway, let's continue. We are looking for camp supplies. We can most likely live without them, still. Also, we found one of the best armors in the game, I assume. And we do need to get a better helmet for him. Of resolve and of precision +1. And you have 1 constitution extra. Nice. Where to go though? Let's see. Nadine and Animaster I meant? Yeah, maybe. But first, a group of thieves. I've recovered the stolen scroll. All that remains is delivered back to Grinda, of the Hall of Relevant Mysteries in Copperland. I just had the strangest experience. I heard a voice in my head, and it told me to hide the scroll again. It directed me to bury it in the Black Mallow, under a skull of the drake, looking east. Sounded like a message from Will itself. Very well, let's move. The Black Mallow. Looking east, you say? There were 2 dragons, I think, so it's not gonna be that much. A supplicant, leaving in 3 days, if ignored, -3 prestige. And will get negative Gilded Veil reputation. Or I can just pay him off for 270. Yeah, no, I'm gonna pay him off. I honestly cannot be bored with this. No, that's not it. Ah, hello. These Drake's skull faces east, the soil underneath as soft and moist. Bury the scroll of Whale. As I covered the ancient scroll with the last handful of soil, the shifting voice spoke in my hand once more. Well done, Watcher, it said. Let's report our success to the mysterious place with idiots, you know, or as we call it, the library. Why do I care about the reputation of towns? I'm not gonna stay here forever. Ah, there's the artificers. Oh, okay. Can purchase something else with that money. How about a chapel next? The Hall of Revered Mysteries. Big deal. Go. Broken Branch. Lovely name. Some justiciars? What to do after this? I don't know, we'll see. I mean, I should be pretty high level for this area at least. Grimda.
Good day to you.
Ever inquisitive, I see. I found the scroll. Well, asked me to hide it again. She gave me a long, stern look. I'd call anyone else a liar with a story like that, but coming from you. She squinted behind her thick spectacles. There is a certain logic, after all. If you've served well, then you've served me too. Well, with both the keeper and discoverer of secrets, after all, may this hood aid you in revealing what is obscured and keep you hidden from those who wish you harm. Footpath's hood. You'll find the key in your palm. You're also free to visit the Elder Archives and take whatever book or scroll you find in the open. Sparing the circumstances, new mysteries is part of our service to the obscured. Anything else? No, that's it. That actually worked fine.
Keeping an eye out.
Oh, let's take a look at this then. What do you give me? Stealth and precision. It's for me, alright? For now.
Now what's this all about?
There was a pentagram, a heavy old book that carries the dust of centuries. The pages are as fine and thin as onion skin and covered with obscure diagrams and notes on anonymity. Cool. I think I found this before. The queen that was and still is. I'm gonna take a look, but I am pretty certain that I've read this. Yes. And we do not need you. Let's try to take as many books as we can before we leave.
Quietly now.
Cool. Okay, we are gonna skip that for now. Just for now. The Midwife's Memories. Edgar, can you keep some of my books for you? Okay. Go take this. The Keepers of Secrets and Mysteries. This place is a complete joke, is it not? Okay, I see those books. And there's one here and one over there. Of course we'll try to steal them all, because that's what we do. Hmm. Oh, come on, there has to be a way I can take them. What books are these? Many-Faced Barret. The Saints' War, Part 2, Invasion. And here, the selected correspondence of Giftbringer, Eden. True stories from the living lands. The enigmatic god of cold. I have a question for you, mates.
I'm here.
Let's first go and talk to Nadine. At least this should make her happy. Hey, daytime already. Been sneaking around those libraries all night. The first fires over Blackenberry. I think it was Blackenberry. 12 minutes later. Seems right. Hey Nadine,
Good day to you.
nice to see you, I know. But I really need to focus on my studies. You'll never believe what I've found. You, Lady of Lament, you really found it. I can't believe it. It really exists. Nadine cradled the mustic town like a newborn. She looked back at me. Thank you. Thank you so much. This will be invaluable. She almost turned to the book, but at the last moment she remembered herself and gave me a bag of gold. Is that all? Ah, of course, she pulled out a ring from her finger. It may not look like much, but I've always been able to use this ring to generate a little extra money when I was between stipends, and critical for someone doing research without the benefit of a wealthy patron. She smiled weakly and handed the ring to me. Please take it. You've certainly given me a reason. I couldn't have found one on my own. Tell me about yourself. I'm an animancer at the Centrium. Currently, I'm researching matters related to the Wilden's legacy. And what is the Wilden's legacy? Refers to this rise of hollow-born children in the Direwood. In recent years, some have also connected it to the so-called Beowicks that blow through the air Glumfad. There's hardly any reliable data on those, though, so I can't really comment. I don't much care for the term Wilden's legacy. It reeks of superstition, but it's too relevant to change at this point. Personally, I'd like to see people take a more methodological approach to these matters rather than throwing up their hands and blaming the gods. I don't think the Daewonians would see too much fun in that. Tell me about the theories of Pentagram, such as... Just tell me about it. Pentagram was an animancer working for the Daewood. He had some interesting theories about the essence and some rather innovative technologies for studying it. He was able to research souls to bodies after death, although he wasn't able to prevent his patient from degenerating. He was controversial to say the least, but many are starting to realize that he was merely ahead of his time. Degenerating, what exactly do you mean by that? Well, there seems to be a tiny problem with reattaching souls after death. The body will reanimate and may even remain memories and personality, but they develop a hunger for flesh, living, soul-infused flesh. Without it, they start to develop, decaying mentally and physically. If the process goes for too long, which it evidently does, they become mindless corpses, attacking anything that moves. We haven't figured out a way to avoid that. And you wonder why Grandma won't share this research with you. I see. Anyway, because of this very little Pentagram's research, it is circulation. He is though to have died several years ago, and how of Relevant Mysteries owes the only copy of his work. She sighed wistfully. How I would love to have met him. So why didn't Grandma lend you the book? The How of Relevant Mysteries is rather protective of its books, especially the rarest ones, and Grandma is particular. She hates animancy, thinks it's dangerous. I don't see how you can run the greatest library in Daiwood and be so diverse through the spread of knowledge and research. But I have never understood these religious types. Smoke knowledge is best kept under lock and key. Tell me about the How of Relevant Mysteries. You find it in the Copperland district. It's dedicated to the God of Secrets and Revelations. Most importantly, it houses the largest and most expensive library in Daiwood. And the other archives? They hold the rarest, most arcane and most powerful text in Daiwood. Think of it as the inner sanctum of the Hall of Relevant Mysteries. Needless to say, you need Gridman's permission to enter. Built to last. He asked Forge Master Dunstan to construct a Forgenite soldier made from suit of armor. Dunstan has crafted the armor, and now he just needs the research from Vienna to complete the project. Clear asked me to meet with Vaiana, a student of animancy. She's compiled the research that should enable Dunstan to finish the Forgenite. Cleaver said that she lives in dormitory with other scavengers, but his novelties haven't been able to find her lately. In the dormitory. Okay, I've learned of a plot to rob a Blackenbury noble, Lord Raymond, and the letter that describes the plan in detail. Unintentionally, okay? The letter would probably be interest to both Lord Raymond and someone with the initials AD. Could it be Lord Duhamel? Let's take a look. Wait a second, is that where we need to find her? Yeah. No. Right, let's go to House Duhamel. The Ark of God. The Duhamel were the sneaky types, aren't they? The Duhamel dwarves.
Welcome.
The burglar guard eyed me wildly. I don't recognize you. What business do you have with House Duhamel? Tell me about House Duhamel. It's an old and respected family. Much of Defiant's base prosperity is due to Duhamel's business activities. Now, do you have any further business here? I found this letter that might be of interest to someone here. I see. Right this way, please.
You ever feel underdressed?
No. Okay, shall we talk? Ah, are you the guy? The wine rack contains a wide selection of vintages from all over Eora, all of them very, very expensive. A young man leaned against the expensive-looking glass cabinet. He holds a jeweled-stowed goblet in one hand and an ornate pistol in the other. He grinned with wine-spattered lips.
Our doormen seem to think it important that you meet with me. Speak.
I found this note that may be interest to you. As Aberkan read the letter, his curious smile faded, and the pages crumbled with his grip. His twisted lips were as cold and dark as the ominous lining his cup.
You'd better explain yourself, and quickly.
I was attacked in a house in the Copperlands. I found this letter after I finished my assignments. One splattered a mirror-smooth tile of Aberkan's hull, the goblet. He smashed the carved handle of his pistol with an antique cabinet next to him. The man standing nearest looks from the Aberkan back to you, their hands ready on their weapons. Criminals indeed. No one should waste good red like that. Maybe you should pay him a compensation to help patch things up.
You've killed my men and cost me. But I'll give you one chance to make up the loss.
Yes, that is why I am here. You may have overcome certain compulsions, but you finished the job I gave my men. Certainly. Why didn't you mention this before? His smile is dangerously thin. This is a command, not a commission. Do this, and I'll overlook your blunder. Oh, I'm sorry. Lord Raymond has a gem of the size of the Alma's testicles. It's called the Heart of White Marge. One of my contacts will leave the second-story window open. I want you to sneak inside and find the gem. Whenever you do not alert Raymond's guards. The last thing I want is a blood feud with the neighbor. I trust we are crystal clear on that. There's nothing. Be on your way. Tell me more about this job. What do you want to know? Tell me about Lord Raymond. He's a pompous, uptight bastard who is still living in the days of Duke Harbert. He's also one of the richest men in Blackenbury. Not that I hold that against him, but really, what's the point of moving to so many pounds if you're just going to stash them in a secret room somewhere? What do you know about the Heart of the White March? Only that's one of the most carved gems in Direwood, and when you see it, you understand why. It glows from within, a rare feature of a jewel from the White Marcher's mountain. Seizing the gem from Aymond will net us a fine profit and diminish the status of our rivals in the Knights of the Dozens. Any advice? Don't let his guards see you upstairs. Get it through the window, if you can, and be prepared to move quickly. Raymond may be an enemy, but he's also a neighbor, and I don't want to stir up trouble. If there's anything else, be on your way. What is this place? You're standing in Dormal Ancestry Manor. You're either very lost or wasting my time. Okay, you're adorable.
I'll stay out of sight. Shh. Hey.
Ooh, milk. Also, what is this ring? Plus 5 copper. This plain gold band contains power that belies simple appearance. It's been passed between Anmancer, wizard, and other scholars for centuries, because it provides steady income on the wearer, allowing him or her to pursue research interests without being tied to a particular patron. Okay, go with this. I have so many books to read. What, you don't have any books? care about the beer either.
Nice and quiet.
I can do that.
Can I do that? We'll take a look in a second. Stay here. Simple. Let's get upstairs. I know it's not House Duhamel, but I'm gonna call it Duhamel. Duhamel.
Nice and quiet.
Any closer and you'll see the core of your own insides. Oh! Yeah, it's the cores I'm worried about. Idiot. You must be a friend of Abercon. Who?
Good day to you.
The one must be well into the middle age, but there isn't a line on her face. Her large green eyes are watchful behind a certain glowing black hair. She studied me. I don't believe we've met. I'd remember you. And what is it that you do here? Let's just say I'm a merchant. I handle the trade of certain goods, and my enterprising children and husband happen across. But I only trade with special friends, and if you want that kind of relationship, you'll have to do a little something for me. Oh, you want a favor? Speak up. She crosses her arms and watches you out of the corner of her eyes. There is a certain someone who may or may not be named Kofek. He is insulting me. I'd like you to make an example of him. What exactly is it that you want me to do? I'd hate to stifle your imagination. She wrinkles her nose with a quick smirk. Just see that you teach him a lesson he won't soon forget. Sounds fun. Consider it done. That's the spirit, she winked. I know a little run hole up somewhere in Rondra's gift. Once you've taken care of him, come back to me. I've got some stocks, and I reserve for special friends. Hard feelings.
On the hunt.
I might need to retrain myself, actually. Well, there is an inn nearby. To give myself a little bit more stealth. I do want the mechanics as well, so I don't know, I'll think about it. Okay, let's visit the inn, see if there's anyone there who wants to offer me some work, shall we say. Talents can be used strongly different character as they advance. Okay?
Laying low.
Heartless bitch. How did you call me? The young elf is draped in godly robes that he seems ready to cast off. He picks up a heavily broached slave and continuously adjusts a gold chain around his neck. He looked up to me. Did she send you to run me out of town? You can tell her I'm not going anywhere without that medallion. I told Sorrel I wouldn't let her sell it. I'm not backing down, even for a thug like you. What are you talking about? If you have to ask, then you're obviously not here to shake me down. Sorrel's courtesan over the salty mast in Ordra's gift. We've been working together for over a year now. I find a noble with more money than sense, fill him with liquor, and send him her way. They have a good time, and Sorrel takes her fee, and a little extra. He rubs his fingers together. 100 coppers here, a trinket there. It's a bounty for sure. And these lords and ladies never notice anything missing. No harm done then. Anyway, we always split the bounty, until a week ago. He squeezed his lips into a tight frown. She took a necklace of some noble in Enguidian medallion. Damn priceless. That relic is sacred to my clan. but she won't part with it for any sum I can afford. He tugs at the gold chains around his neck, and even if I wanted to, I can't go without it. That's a hard thing. Tell me more about the situation you're in. What do you want to know? What makes the medallion so important? I grew up in our Glamfat with Shattering Spear clan. We Glamfatians have protected Engwydian ruins for thousands of years. It's the only duty the gods ask of us in exchange for the freedom to live as we please. He fetched his emerald ring on his pinky, but treasure hunters looted the ruins in our territory, and we left the wilds. We'd dwelled in for generations. Most of my clanmates scattered the towns around Dyewood and probably live on crusts of bread. Restoring this medallion to the ruins would earn us the gods' forgiveness. The Shattering Spear could go home. Tell me about this Saral. She's a courtesan in the salty mask over Aundra's gift. She wasn't born too much, but she's done what she has to in order to escape that. He gazed at the string of amber bread around his wrist. She is a good friend. He folded his arms in his trailing, wrinkled sleeves. Without her, I'd probably be living hard onto a month, like the rest of the Shattered Spear. But this isn't about her or me. It's about the 40 people in my clan and the way of life we've held for generations. You seem like you've done well enough for yourself. It was this or scrap for these gutters, like the rest of my clan, but I give it all for that medallion. I offered to, but it's worth more than anything I've got, and Sarone knows this. Why can't you just take your money and return to her grandfather? He sighed, arching his nearly plucking eyebrows. Of course I could, but that's not the point. A community isn't a place, it's a connection to history and meaning. He makes a circle with his wrist. Like an anchor, defending the ruins for the gods was purpose. Without that, we're adrift. Does this make any sense to you? Yes. Still, I don't care. We're duty-bound to be wardens of the builders. We do not put relics and riches on the scale's weight to our worst or others. Banning the search for the medallion is abandoning his life. Sure. Then you know what it's like, how to care for something you can't explain. Okay. I'll see about getting that medallion for you. You'll find her at the Salty Mask. The only way anyone sees her these days is by paying. Still you have to go through Maya. He fidgeted his sleeves. But whatever you do, please, don't hurt her. Oh. I honestly don't care about you or her, but since you don't want me to hurt her, now I don't care what you want either. The scripts and prose belong to a production of the most unfortunate tale of Palvia and Bernard. Ooh. Interesting. I think I read that, and though it may splinter my soul, I will. Ooh, look at that. Oil. It gives you constitution to drink a bottle of oil. And what kind of beverages are hidden in here? Beer, of course. What else could it be? There's also a basement down there. And the cook. Hey, cook. Please don't truck dirt into my kitchen. The patterns here are particular. They are? They are broken, dude. Right, whatever.
Gods keep you.
The man is dressed in neat but functional clothing. His sun-wrinkled skin and limber muscular reflect a life spent in the wilderness. Well met, what brings you to the Charred Barrel? Is this your place? It is my retirement. Used to be warehouse back when Backenbury saw more ship traffic, but it fell out of use when the area became mostly residential. I inherited it from some great uncle who'd never had luck pawing it off. from my cousins. Now it's the most popular spot in Blackenbury. The nobles come to unwind, and kids from other districts come to mingle. We get a few rough times, but they behave in here. Besides, their coin are as good as anyone else's. Can you tell me about yourself? I was a cartographer for the Duke for decades. Crossed the White Marsh half a dozen times and mapped most of the ruins of Tian Bok. A good career, but one suited for a younger man. When I came back to Defiance Bay for good, Claver and a few other friends of the Knights helped me get the rights to refurbish this place. Ah, so you're friends with the Knights. There's a strong ale quality entertainment and fresh sea breeze. He raised the mug. What more could a man want? Show me what you have on the menu. Maximum endurance. Oh. Might and resolve. This is so expensive to purchase though. Dragon egg. I could probably make some of those myself. I can purchase some supplies if I wanted to. I don't. Not yet anyway. Let's sell some stuff. Selling ingredient shields, shouldn't that be a crime here? Just ask it. Okay, sell both of them. Anything else? That's 1,000 and... Yeah, we can sell some hats, I guess. Keep the mask away, the guy. I think I like it. Maximum endurance, 1 might and 1 precision.
Yeah?
Yeah, keep the helmet with the ears. I mean, it looks like you have ears. Anyway, let's visit the basement.
On the hunt.
I'm pretty sure that's permitted. Oh look, bandits. Sounds about right.
Hey.
Just having a little chat with my associates. Can I steal stuff? Yes. Yeah, keep on having chat.
Keeping an eye out.
I don't mind. Okay. Pale yellow and deep amber whiskey from the Daoud and the Living Lands rest side by side. Flask of infamous Soulburn of the Dreadfire Apicalogue are nestled next to a crystal clear Nastiki and Glumfilm spirits. Ah, Soulburn. That's rum. Pretty sure. Okay, let's take a look at the second floor. Speaking of which, let's see if he sells any pets, this guy.
How do you do?
Nope. Okay, let's get up there. And some pirates. Merwith. Merwith watches you through her kohl-rimmed eye. She puts her hand on the hilt of her blade, jagging the jewels that hang from her wrist. We don't know each other, stranger. Best we keep it that way. You don't seem like a Blackenberry local. I'm a sailor, and a liberator of certain goods. And the nice thing about that snobs here in the is that they're usually too polite to ask more. So, what brings you here? What does it look like? Good wine, a little peace, and quiet. And Scarian doesn't ask too many questions. Go on then. Good luck. This map charts routes throughout the White Marshes. Okay, cool.
I'll see what I can find.
An extrate water jug fashioned from the white clay. Okay, that's interesting. I really don't care.
Laying low.
This archery is painted with colorful waves and wars of the style of Rutai. Okay, very slowly. Gotcha. Right, let's take a look at this, shall we? Looks funny. Yeah, it looks very funny. Start out this as well. Unfortunately, there wasn't much of a anything here. Okay,
I'll take a look.
that's where we can go in from. Let's enter through the front gate, speak with the guys. See if we can like them more than do a mouse. His arrogance can be the death of him. Raymond Gaunt.
Quietly now.
Cool. Lord Raymond. Some Raymond servants. Then at Raymond. Oh yeah, we don't need that.
On the hunt.
Adrian clothing. Yeah, sure. Okay, stop watching at me. And go. That's it. It's not even worth it. Okay, let's speak with the Lord.
Good day, stranger.
Lord Raymond held a shipping manifest in his well-known manicured hands. Despite his expensive clothing, he has a sallow complexion and the restless air of a man who devoted all of his days and most of his nights to work. If you have business to discuss, make an appointment with my attendants. I don't have time for unexpected visitors. Tell me about yourself. He snapped the pages of his hand. I'm lord of this house, not prone to ideal chatter. If you have no business here, I suggest you be off. Wow, I can't say which one I hate more, you or the Dormouse. Lynette Raymond. Father never reads to me. He's always busy with his own books. Sounds like a charming person, hasn't he?
On the hunt.
Just want to see if they're gonna tell me to go down. If they don't, The old serving woman regards with me, blaring eyes. Begging your pardon, but I'm afraid I have to ask you to return downstairs. Visitors aren't permitted on the upper floor. Backhand. Okay, let's go downstairs.
I'll take a look.
Charming fellows, these guys. Okay, is there anything else I want to
Before I
visit?
knew it, the Stelgar was on top of me, and I was face down in the dirt.
Arrow to the throat. That stops him.
What? No! I was spirit shifted, and she was in heat, so I aimed for the throat, but not with an arrow.
Oh. Well, considering how amazing you become once you spirit shift.
I'll take a look.
But it's nice to know that we are a big company of vicious
I'll stay
monsters here. I mean, nothing bad with that, I suppose. Right, anything else? The Centurium. Let's walk in, see if we have anything here. These charming windows are reinforced with iron bars and a double thickness of glass. Yeah, that will stop burglars. I mean, the front door is unlocked, but the windows will stop us. Centurium guards. Nobles and animals. Labeled with an assortment of leaflets and booklets with titles like Practical Benefits of Animancy and Soul Adjustment for Well-Adjusted Soul. Okay.
Laying low.
Hey, free books. Stone vessel. Interesting. Do you want to speak? Oh, you guys are amazing, aren't you? Yet Warden Ethelmore, a well-maintained statue of the middle-aged man, persisted over the room, looking down and blinking over a bust of heritage academic bettered by the helpful spirit. A strong warmth emanates from it, that you could sense from across the room. There was a human soul stored beneath the stoneworks. I felt it. It was turned towards me. It has been some time since a watcher graced these halls. His voice echoed deeply, rumbling the floor beneath me. I am envious of your natural insights, traveler. I can only imagine how it might have helped my work in life. Now, what is that has brought you to my Centurium? I'm looking for an animancer named Mordred. Mordred, of course. You will find him downstairs, in the first room, to the right. I'm curious as to how you've come to be in this present state. In the statue, you mean? Well, I was owed, and it seems wrong to me, a lifetime spent in pursuit of discovery, only to lose it all, in death. Somewhere, someday, I woke up, in a new body, none the wiser, and pursued a different course, entirely. All of their experience to last out. If we are ever to unread the principles behind the existence, it will be in spite of our condition. Of that I'm quite sure. To live as part of something I helped build seemed to be a better legacy than what nature had in store. The transfer itself was quite simple, as our technologies go, and for that I am grateful. Paying with the soul was far easier to accept when they are not your own. I do not miss being able to take an active role in the scoring efforts here. Now and again one of our animancers will humor me and consult over some problem, but they are just jealous breed, and they're too soft after their collaboration. If you are considering yourself, I could tell you that it's for easily bored. Tell me about this sanatorium. A history lesson. This is a rare pleasure. Most come here only concerned with cheating death in one way or another. We are an old institution of the Direwood goes. This is our 94th year. As with many cities, the growth of Defiance Bay brought with it a host of problems. Only of wolves and those born with a shall we say ill-favored souls came to populate the streets in doves. Thus the Centrium. Blackenbury was a natural fit. It was growing, but there was also a lot of money here back then. This place owed its survival to the circumstances of wealthy more than anything, I think. Our founding came at a time of great suspicion and animancy. Much like today, so much progress has been lost in the mateship of a few careless practitioners. But in time it was forgotten, as old things are. Since then we have been able to forefront animancy's resurgence. We have played host to most gifted researchers and polished the boundaries of our knowledge in ways never thought possible. Some of the first safe transactions were done here, and we have pioneered work in soul purification, lineage analysis, preservation. It's really quite a list, if you have pardoned my pry. Today, it's well, I can say it's exactly the same. There's been some push to shut us down. It comes from Dawood's more excitable demises, whose minds are more passionate than thoughtful, I'm afraid. People see this legacy, and they see it involves something they don't understand, so it's natural for them to suspect people whose understanding exceeds their own. It looks to them like we are hiding something. We have representatives in the palace this very moment, defending the entire society of Anansi at a hearing before the Duke. Absurd as it sounds, if it does not go well, it could be the end of Anansi in Dawood. I fear Avar may be swayed by all this unrest, irrational thought it may be. We shall see. Very well. I'll see you later, sir. So,
On the
downstairs, you
hunt.
say? Books. Mine. Adrian Cosmos. The Midwife's Memories. Don't we have this one already? Modern Age. Okay. Again, that's quite a lot of books we have. Yeah, we read this. I'm gonna place it in an inventory. The most tragic tales. Anyway, before we head down there, I'm going to end this episode here. So thank you all for joining me, and I'm gonna see you all next time. Goodbye.